I'm Colby Glover. I'm a second year student in Biological and Forensic Sciences at Coventry University. Today we're here to explain DNA extraction from strawberries, which is a similar process as we would do with regular samples, and to show some fingerprinting techniques. On our course we cover a lot of the fundamentals of biology, so we look at microbiology, so bacteria, viruses. We cover physiology, but what everyone is always interested in is the forensics aspect. So we have a module on forensics where we talk about evidence collection, the crimes, law, but also the boring aspects that no one ever expects, like sort of chain of custody, how we process evidence, moving it from place to place. But it's all very interesting and I enjoy it a lot, and I'm glad that I'm on this course. It's never boring. These are our strawberries that we've been using to extract DNA. So the first step is we need to crush them up first to get the DNA out of the cells. So give it a good smush. Take as much time as you need. And once it's a bit pulpy, we need to open up the bag and just add some detergent. If I can open the bottle. Now the detergent just contains some salts and, well, this is a buffer, contains detergent and salts. And that serves just to break down the cell membranes, and by doing so you can actually extract the DNA. So need 5 squirts of this. And then seal it back up. Make sure it's tight because otherwise you get stuff everywhere. And then give it another good squish just to break down the cells. So once that's thoroughly mushed, we want to open it up and pop it down for a second. And we just run it through a coffee filter in this case, just to extract the liquid away from the pulp of the strawberry. So, it's useful to have more hands, but here I am. So get that in there. And then our liquid begins to collect at the bottom. Just give it a squeeze. And in that liquid at the bottom is, among other things, our DNA. So once we've got enough of that, we get rid of the strawberry pulp. And so that's our liquid there. Now to actually visualize the DNA in there, we need to add some ice-cold ethanol. Then the ice-cold ethanol, DNA has more of an affinity for the ice-cold ethanol than it does the rest of this solution. So all we do is slowly drip in the ethanol, and it'll form a layer. If I just move my finger so you can see it. And ever so slowly add it. And that's enough there. You can see all of this white, cloudy strands in the alcohol layer. That is DNA. So you can grab it, you can swirl it around, and that is just DNA. What you and I are made out of, and strawberries, obviously. Just there. Obviously you can't see the double helix because it's a bit small, but that's everything. The first thing we need to do is very simple, is just open up the ink pad so that we can have some ink. So we open that up, and if you just press your finger into it and then roll it slightly, try and get it flat. Yep. Okay, that's perfect. So sticky a bit. Then on this piece of paper, if you just press it flat down, don't roll it, onto this square. Just press that down. Good. And then you can have a look at that. We've missed a bit of the fingertip, but it's still good. If you want to, you can do another.
Okay.
And if we have a close look, that is an arch. So you can see that the ridges come in from one side of the finger and then go back out the other with a rise in the middle. So that's what we call an arch. Whereas a loop is where they come in from one side, curl around and come out the same side. So you've got a fairly plain arch, which obviously you can use that to match to another fingerprint found at a crime scene, if you did anything. And all of your fingers will have a different print. They'll all be unique, and they'll be unique to you. No one else in the world, as far as we know, should have the same fingerprint. Even if you have an identical twin, they'll still be different. So, as much as everyone thinks DNA is our main source of identification, fingerprints are still valuable evidence, and we still use them fairly frequently.
This next song's off our album, Tales from the Bedroom, which you get on Spotify and all that. I actually wrote this song when I was drunk in Rainbows, which is like just down the road from here. Fun fact. This song's going out to my stepmom Tessa, because it's like her favourite one, which stands up. This song's called Dancing Alone. Maybe I'll be just my own dying.